I just got through reading Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Have you ever read that book? Do you remember reading that book? I do. It was many years ago, but I remember it like it was yesterday, and it wasn't. I was thinking to myself, oh my goodness, all I've got is a poor dad. I had a wonderful father growing up, but he was a poor dad, grew up on a farm. All he knew was work hard. And there's nothing wrong with working hard. But he could see I wanted a little something out of life, a little something more. So, typical poor dad language and mindset, if you're not familiar with that, is go to school, get good grades, get a good job, save, you'll be fine. I didn't have a rich dad. All I knew, and I'd done just that. I left the farm. I went to school. I got good grades. I got a good job. And I wanted more. And I met mentors along the way who saw I wanted more, one of which put that book in my hands. And I realized, what am I going to do? I didn't have a rich friend growing up that had a rich dad that poured knowledge into me. I felt like something was wrong with me because I was behind the curve. Why didn't I have a rich dad growing up? How am I going to find a rich dad? And then I found out there's books, there's tapes, there's seminars, there's webinars, there's training programs. You know, you can go rent to own, maybe not own, but rent rich dads. They're pretty smart people. They know how to monetize their knowledge. They put out programs. And you know, it's some of it's free, but most of it worth a daggone ain't free. You got to pay to play. And I invested. I invested in myself. I invested in my training. I found me some rich dads and I bought some rich dad knowledge. One of the programs I bought was how to learn how to sell in e-commerce, specifically private label products using Amazon FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. So we took action. We didn't know any better. We were just farm boys. We didn't know all the ways you weren't supposed to do it. We picked a brand name. It wasn't even a good one. We made us a logo. It wasn't that great. We picked a product. It was a piece of junk. Not really. But the point was we didn't bring anything to market that you or anyone else couldn't have brought to market. It was just a product anybody could source and slap a logo on it and sell. But we learned through blood and sweat and tears, and we got it to number one in its niche. There wasn't even a distant second. Number one in a competitive niche. And we've done millions of dollars in revenue because we just got it going. We did not get trapped in paralysis of analysis or perfectionism. We knew we had to get it right. We didn't have to get it right. We had to get it going and we could get it right later. You don't have to get it right. You just have to get it going. And that is the thing that keeps people from getting started the most. And I want you to think about in your life where you would be now if you had launched it, if you had done it, if you had picked it, if you had just got over it and did something. See, the thing is, the perfect product that you never launch is no good compared to the imperfect product you just launch. And then you make it perfecter or more perfect or better over time. That's what we did. And we figured it out. So the other day, I had a person who had just joined my e-commerce coaching and training program. And we were having a conversation. He said to me, Stephen, how did you do it? I bought the same program you did. I said, well, what did you do? Well, we couldn't decide on a brand name. We couldn't decide on a logo. We couldn't pick a product. She bought the same program I did years ago. And now I'm going to coach her because I've had some success. And she did nothing. Why? So I'm smarter than her because I'm better than her. Because I had a better rich dad growing up? Absolutely not. We had access to the same training, knowledge, opportunity. I just didn't know any better than to get it done. She was looking for the perfect product, looking for the perfect logo, looking for the perfect brand. And it perfectly never got done. So I'm asking you again, where would I be right now? Think. I'm thinking, and I'm going to invite you to think, where would you be now if the thing you thought about, you ever seen products come on the market, on the internet, on Facebook ads, on some infomercial? We thought of that. So you thought of it. I invented that. That was my idea. Nobody knows. Nobody cares. You didn't launch it. You didn't go with it. You don't have to get it right. You just have to get it going. Get something going today. Do something. Launch it. Pick it. Do it poorly. Have enough faith in the process to do it poorly again and again and again. Why else would I be coaching someone who had the same access to the same information? It's because I took action. We took poor, pitiful, probably embarrassing to look back at it, action. But now she's in my coaching program. And hopefully, if I do my job right, and by the way, this is what excites me because I've gone from ordinary, simple farm boy with a poor dad and a poor dad only to investing in surrounding myself with rich dads to get access to information and then not knowing any better than to take action. If I do my job right, and this is what gets me up in the morning, if I can help her get over perfectionism or paralysis of analysis, then she'll have success too. Maybe one day she can encourage somebody to do the same thing and we can pay it forward and pass it along. So I encourage you to think about, where would you be if you had done this or that or the other? That's negative. You're going to worry about the past. You can't worry about the past. You'll drive in a ditch looking in a rearview mirror, but you're going to learn from your past and put a stake in the ground and say, today is the day I make a decision. I get over perfectionism. I get over paralysis of analysis, and I launch. I take action. I do the thing, and I do it poorly, and I laugh about it, and I make fun about it. Hey, this is the worst video ever because it's my first video. But the worst first video is the beginning of many others where you learn to crawl and walk and run. Join me in a mission to destroy, to stomp underfoot the horror of perfectionism, the paralysis of analysis syndrome that has kept entrepreneurs, would-be entrepreneurs, from going from mediocrity and their poor dad beginnings to rich dad success and going on to inspire others. See, that is the role of an entrepreneur, not just to have financial freedom, though that's important, not just enough to be able to provide the freedom and comfort and joy and peace that comes from having time and financial freedom. It is to inspire others to pursue the same. I believe that entrepreneurs are meant to inspire others to do the same. Lather, rinse, repeat. Join me in this mission. And who am I? I'm glad you asked. My name is Stephen West. I've enjoyed talking to you about this. You can check us out online and check out our amazing coaching program where we will stomp perfectionism, paralysis of analysis, and get you to be an action taker. And that alone will transform your life. Again, I'm Stephen West. Thank y'all. Goodbye.